Chevrolet El Camino. The Chevrolet El Camino is a coupe utility vehicle that was produced by Chevrolet between 1959-60 and 1964-1987. Unlike a standard pickup truck, the El Camino was adapted from the standard two-door Chevrolet station wagon platform and integrated the cab and cargo bed into the body. Introduced in the 1959 model year in response to the success of the Ford Ranchero coupe utility, its first run, based on the Biscayne's B body, lasted only 2 years. Production resumed for the 1964 to 1977 model years based on the Chevelle platform, and continued for the 1978 to 1987 model years based on the GM G body platform. Although based on corresponding General Motors car lines, the vehicle is classified in the United States as a pickup. GMC's badge-engineered El Camino variant, the Sprint, was introduced for the 1971 model year. Renamed Caballero in 1978, it was also produced through the 1987 model year. The concept of a two-door vehicle based on a passenger car chassis with a tray at the rear began in the United States in the 1920s with the Roadster utility, also called Roadster pickup or light delivery, models. Ford Australia was the first company to produce a coupe utility as a result of a 1932 letter from the wife of a farmer in Victoria, Australia, asking for a vehicle to go to church in on a Sunday and which can carry our pigs to market on Mondays. Ford designer Lou Bant developed a suitable solution, and the first coupe utility model was released in 1934. Bant went on to manage Ford's advanced design department, being responsible for the body engineering of the XP, XT, XW, and SAW series Ford Falcon utilities. General Motors' Australian subsidiary Holden also produced a Chevrolet coupe utility in 1935, and Studebaker produced the Coupe Express from 1937 to 1939. The body style did not reappear on the American market until the release of the 1957 Ford Ranchero. Both the coupe utility and the similar open-topped Roadster utility continued in production, but the improving economy of the mid to late 1930s and the desire for improved comfort saw coupe utility sales climb at the expense of the Roadster utility until, by 1939, the latter was all but a fading memory. The mid-1955 introduction of Chevrolet's Cameo carrier pickup truck helped pave the way for the El Camino. Although it was a model variant of Chevrolet's Task Force light-duty pickup, the Cameo offered an array of car-like features that included passenger car styling, fiberglass rear fenders, two-tone paint, a relatively luxurious interior, as well as an optional V8 engine, automatic transmission, and power assists. As always, there was a GMC version offered during the same time, called the GMC Suburban, with the same features offered on the Chevrolet. In 1957, a special version was made for GMC to be shown at national car shows called the Palomino, which had a Pontiac 347 cubic inches, 5.7 liters, V8 installed, borrowed from the 1957 Star Chief. Other pickup truck producers, including Dodge, Ford, Studebaker, and International, began to offer flush-side cargo boxes on some of their 1957 models, such as the Dodge C-Series, and the 1960 Studebaker Champ. However, Ford also introduced the 1957 Ranchero, and established a new market segment in the U.S. market of an automobile platform-based coupe utility. In 1959, Chevrolet responded with the El Camino to compete with Ford's full-sized Ranchero. The original El Camino and Ranchero would compete directly only in the 1959 model year. The El Camino was introduced for the 1959 model year 2 years after the Ford Ranchero. According to Chevrolet stylist Chuck Jordan, GM Harley Earl had suggested a coupe pickup in 1952. Like the Ranchero, it was based on an existing and modified platform, the new for 1959 Brookwood two-door station wagon, itself based on the redesigned full-sized Chevrolet of that year. Highly stylized, it initially sold 50% more briskly than the more conservative Ranchero, some 22,000 to 14,000.